Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I'm WXFan21, joined by the Metroid goat herself, Exact Science. Exact, what's happening?
Oh, to lots and lots of things.
All the things?
As anyone who's paying attention, I'm sure knows, there are lots of things going on. But right now, what we have going on is this really incredible consolation bracket semifinal match between PapaSchmo and Polar Bear Bunny. I'm really excited to see this one.
Yep, and PapaSchmo, there was some. To give you all a little peek behind the curtain, fans, there was a little back and forth between these two in the race time room. And apparently, Papa Schmo was toying around with the idea of picking an RBO, but elects to be nice instead of being a villain and picks into GT Classic. In exact, throughout watching this tournament, this has become one of my favorite categories to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has some interesting stuff. You get some cool movement in Meridia and Wrecked Ship because you go to them late when you have every single movement item.
Hmm.
Um, and the early game has some, I don't know if excitement is quite the right word, but like it's got lava dive, and that's always fun.
Yep, it's Lava Dive and Green Gate Glitch are the two big pieces for this particular run. So, but again, our normal series escape here. Nothing crazy.
Both getting steamed. All right, Pop's picking up a tiny bit of time here. Oh, nice tile boost.
Winner goes on to face Kevin Nastix in the consolation bracket finals.
All right, we have 43.92 for PvP. I didn't catch Pops's series.
45-43 for Schmo. Do we need polar bears?
No, she was like a 40. Oh, she had a 43.
Yeah.
Um,
43.92.
all right, and so yeah, that sounds right. I just said it out loud, but obviously my brain is not fully functional this week.
You're fine. So
Oh
now we're gonna
man, that's
see the
what I
moon falls down
thought.
parlor, moon fall down blue tower, and
On one side of the stream we are.
so now we're gonna get our normal stuff here. And the big thing about GT Classic that we're gonna be getting is we're gonna get everything to be able to get through Lava Dive. But we're not going to go grab every single miner along the way here, exact. We're going to get 10 missiles, 10 supers, and I believe one packet of power bombs.
We're gonna get one of each ammo, and two tanks. I assume
That's
two
it.
tanks.
Two
It
tanks,
would be
one of each. And of course, everyone's favorite orange suit, the Varia suit.
no charge beam though.
Nope.
I imagine. Optimally, you do not get charge beam in this because you get it when you use a GT code, and you don't need charge beam to kill Crate.
In the GT code, there was a weird thing left into the game. And basically, if you get to GT, you can hold all the face buttons and it'll get you 50% of all of the items, including every major, with the exception of Screw Attack.
Yeah. So basically, as part of the Golden Chorizo enemies startup routine, the game checks for whether you're holding all four of the face buttons and nothing else on a specific frame of the door. Um, and like that was a debug code that was left in by the developers for some reason that we're not entirely sure of. It may have been an accident, it may have been an Easter egg. But the GT code routine actually also exists within the code for Bomb Chorizo, where it has been disabled, which lends credence to the idea that it could have been an Easter egg left in by the devs just to see if people would find it and use it like a cheat code. Yeah, BT, Bomb Chorizo, and Golden Chorizo are actually the exact same enemy. Their startup routine just spawns them and bases their stats based on whether you are in Criteria or Norfair. All right, now we have our runners coming in pretty well synced up, hitting bombs here. Pop's having a lead of like a couple of frames maybe, but not many.
A good recovery on time from Polar Bear.
Yeah, both runners having some minor difficulties, but a lot of what PBB was behind on, like a lot of what she's behind on is like just not having Moonfall and not Moonfalling Climb.
Nice Alcatraz escape from Schmo.
It'll be interesting if PBB is the one who goes on to the consolation bracket finals, because and I can't remember if he's just recently started to learn it, but Kev does not use Moonwalk last I knew. Cheat code where firing weapon crashes the game.
I mean, he's not. I mean, look, Idle isn't wrong here.
That's well,
right,
I mean, that's not true. There's an entire category based around it, Idle. Come on. You run it. All right, so looks like we're having some struggies with PBV's stream, unfortunately, but I should be pretty close behind Pops here.
I blame Jestro. Hi, Jestro! Our amazing setup person. All around great person. Totally not Jestro's fault.
Okay, so that PvP's farming a second missile. Okay, I was gonna say that missile drop for her is pretty good. Like getting a missile drop in Brinstar if you can is like kind of important in a lot of categories. Like it's very, very helpful to have an extra missile drop between here and Kraid, or like the top of Red Tower in Fantoon first routes. But oh, interesting. PvP is getting the charge missiles here as a safety. Is this Pops' pick?
This is.
Okay.
So the bands were low percent ice and max GT classic.
Which makes me sad, as always.
Low percent ice.
I understand why PvP banned it, but it still makes me sad because it's my favorite category and I love to cast it. I understand why people are scared, but the fear is not entirely founded. Only mostly. Alright, so PvP committing to just jumping up, shooting the block, and then jumping back up. Should end up saving a little bit of time there versus Pops, because Pops tried to do the hero shot and failed, which is slightly slower. For PvP, it's just a safety for Kraid. And like to have some extra missiles to like kill stuff, just because like charge beam does actually do some like pretty nice stuff
Mm-hmm.
that you like take for granted. PvP, are you farming here or let us say okay, she's just farming the supers there. She is playing very safe with resources for sure.
And you know what? Sometimes playing it safe, okay.
Yeah, so I kind of imagine what's left after this. I kind of feel like DPRK might be PvP's pick.
Very possible.
We'll see. Yeah. UV coming in here should have plenty of resources here. It does get kind of tight, like okay, Pop's taking the extra health farm here. That's the thing, if this Kraid fight goes wrong, it can go very, very wrong, because like charge beam is actually super duper helpful in the Kraid fight when you are out of ammo. Alright, and no lag redux from PapaSchmo. Oh, cool. Alright, nice backup. This is an opportunity for PvP to make up a little bit of time, potentially. Very nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
So P-Shot, 4 supers. And yeah, very, very close. Still. I think Pops has made up a bit of time in various places. But PvP is only a couple of rooms behind, and we're coming up on... So if it stays this close, then like, I don't know. One of the things about this category is it's very dependent on GGG and Lava Dive, and if one person gets GGG and the other has to reset it, like that's very, very difficult to overcome. But with this much of a difference between the runners, like there's plenty of time for later game movement to make things up, and I think that PvP might have a bit of an advantage with some of that late game movement, because I think Pops has played a decent amount of rando as far as I know, but PvP has played a ton of randomizer.
Mm-hmm.
And so is used to kind of those non-standard loadouts, potentially more so than Pops is. And so yeah, as I kind of figured, we see both runners getting 2 energy tanks and high jump boots. This is like generally considered the safe, consistent loadout. Because it gives you, if you somehow like mess up, like this second energy tank gives you leeway to take a Namihe flame and still not have a problem. Yeah, that unmorph can be really annoying sometimes. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, so you can take a Namihe flame and still be able to make it up. You can like biff your dive a little bit and still be able to like make it up with enough energy to like not die immediately to touching a Ripper in GGG room. So it's like if you're going for like boots, like optimally you'd only get one tank. But like with this in a race, like you want the second tank. There's no reason not to get it.
Absolutely.
It lets you skip big. It can easily make you more comfortable, like skipping this Bubble Mountain save, which is a big time save. So.
And we did see a save here for PBB. Did take the Bubble Mountain save.
All right, so
Lava dive time. Here we go into the lava.
Good bounce
Schmo is
ball
here.
entry.
Looks good so far. Needs to hit this wall jump. Just missed it.
That's fine. That's why we have the second tank.
Gets oh no!
Oh,
F.
Oh no!
Did Schmo save?
I don't believe we have a save now.
Oh no!
All right, well, that's a big deal.
Oh boy. That could be GG's. It probably is GG's. PBB took the safety save in Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, like there will have to be a lot of shambles for PvP to make up for that. That is like
nice lava dive from PBB.
Very, very nice. Just taking it slow and steady. Exclamation IFB. Don't forget to save.
Let's see if anyone's listened to me over the last year of me commentating Map Rando. Oh, Twitch chat. What do I say when it comes to Map Rando? I think it very much applies here. Yes, thank you, Tharkus. Save early, save often.
I don't think you need to save that often. You need. There's one save that you definitely need to take, and then there's one that you probably should take.
Gets Green Gate Glitch
very
on the
nice.
last try. Beautifully done.
Alright, so, ooh, careful PvP. Alright, we're good.
I wonder if Schmo's gonna go ahead and only get one energy tank to try saving time. Here we go. GT code entered. Face buttons hit. Code entered. Now you gotta disable the spacer beam. Otherwise, you crash the game. Right, Idle? That's what Idle meant in chat earlier about crashing the game. Because the code gives you every item except for screw attack, all 5 beams are enabled, and if you shoot it all before you disable spacer or plasma, you can crash the game.
Yeah, the game does not like when spacer and plasma are active at the same time.
And for those of you... sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it either kills the game or it does some weird stuff.
Yep. And for those of you that are like, well, why didn't PBB just get screw attack already? Because if you get it before you enter the GT code, you actually lose screw attack and can't get it back.
Yep, GT code overwrites your current equipment. It does not add to it. Which is why
you don't get charge beam beforehand.
Alright, PvP now. At this point for PvP, it is just a boss rush. She has one skill potential reset point from this point onward, which is stand-up glitch in Torian. Or in Mother Brain. Like, that's basically the only real hurdle she has left. Like, on this equipment, you can basically just, like, fly through the game. Because you have Plasma Beam, you have Screw Attack, you have Space Jump, High Jump, Spring Ball. Ugh. But, like, everything you could want or need because you have every item there is to have. Alright, PvP having some mild struggles with that first pirate, but out of there, oh, that's such an annoying bonk. I hate leaving metal pirates. Oh, very, very nice flower house. Oh, another bonk. I blame Space Jump. Yeah, meanwhile, Pop's heading back through, you know, no reason not to, like, try to play it out. There's always a chance that, like, something very bad happens to PvP. Is like, hopefully not, but, like, good on him for continuing on. Meanwhile, PvP, Plasma Beam just melts this guy. Must be nice. That's a bit of a scam. Ridley did that thing where he grabs you, but it doesn't pick you up because he was in the wrong part of the pogo when he grabbed you. SMH. Pops with the nice hero shot, making it up red tower. PvP now on her way out of Lower Norfair. Oh. Was very, very barely early on that jump. I think she was within a few frames of getting the fourth tick. Right. This is like one of the rooms. Personally, I think that this room is a little harder with Screw Attack. Because the boulders die to a pseudo screw, but they do not die to a regular Screw Attack.
The boulder takes issue with your statement. I
mean, also, like, I'm not just calling them that. Like, that's literally the name of the enemy. They're literally called boulders. And I like to imagine that they're, like, specifically sentient boulders. They certainly are in Super Metroid Subversion.
I had to hit the Avatar: The Last Airbender reference there. Too easy.
PvP, where are you going?
PvP's going over there.
That was some weird muscle memory. I don't know exactly what happened there. Maybe she's just very used to going to clear Norfair Reserve after coming out of Lower Norfair and Randomizer. I don't know. Or As hundo on the brain? Well, anyway, she's about to leave Norfair. She's going to head into Meridia, where the boss fights are utterly trivial because she has Plasma Beam and Charge Beam and X-ray Scope. Visor. X-ray. Is it Scope or Visor in this one? It's Scope, right?
X-ray Scott. I think it's Scope.
I always forget. I'm like literally the name of an item. I really shouldn't, but so it goes. And as we can see here, okay, so PvP is just gonna go for the spark. Optimally, there's a space jump strat, but it is only faster if you can do it optimally, pretty much. But it is very cool. Alright. And so PvP gonna be going into Batmoon here. You can't see it. Yeah, but our runners do have the X-ray scope and the
What we call the microwave beam.
yeah, you can't see the grapple beam in there, the X-ray scope, but they're there. The HUD is just busted because you did the GT code.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice high jump entry from Pops. Alright, so I don't think PvP goes for full happy in any context. And the oh my god, Pops, what was that door? What was that door? Why did you do that to me? But yeah, the full halfie is still the fastest way across Coliseum, but if you have space jump, it's actually faster to space jump than to do a regular halfie.
Interesting.
Part of that is the time save in happy climb, because you don't have to stop and charge the spark, you can just jump immediately.
Yep. And for those of you wondering why the X-ray scope is being used, plasma beam does damage per frame. So the charged plasma shot does doing damage per frame using the X-ray scope, turning it on and off, on and off, on and off, kind of lets you go frame by frame to damage some of these enemies. Batoon, Phantoon, and Dragon are the only ones that have that. For the microwave beam, you can still beat Croc with just a charged plasma shot. But that's why. No full halfie for PvP. Schmo doing a little farmsy.
Yeah, no spike suit there. Which the spike suit is a little bit more annoying to get in this category. Generally you just want to like wait or like go up to the top immediately. But yeah, so
Schmo possibly having some issues here with his D-pad.
Yeah, maybe there are a lot of spin breaks here. Another good bounce ball entry looks like.
Here we go, Schmo. Misses it again.
Ooh. Alright, at least we have the save this time, but...
Oh no! Unfortunate.
Yeah, a lot of, like, spin breaks here. But yeah, so basically with the microwave, while X-ray is active, iframes continue to run, like the game will still decrement enemies' iframes. And so, if you have a plasma shot inside the hitbox of one of these bosses that's vulnerable to a microwave, and you activate X-ray scope, you can run out their iframes and then release for as short a time as possible to advance the actual collision detection of the projectiles, and then just keep repeating it like that. So you don't actually want to mash it really quickly. It's more of like a tap and
Aggression.
hold briefly, quick release, release repress very quickly. You want the releases to be short and you want to hold it slightly longer.
Short, sweet, and to
Um,
the point.
Also, you may have seen PBB crouching while she was doing her microwave. That's because you can tell when Dragon is dead because Samus will be forced to stand, which is the same reason you can get a blue suit if you kill her
There
with
you
a
go.
spark.
So
All
chat was
right.
saying I was a little quiet.
Oh,
Challenge accepted.
come on. What was that? That was a scam. Pops was up there and then a spin break on the last jump. That's
Schmo's
garbage.
just basically practicing at this point.
This game sucks.
No, Schmo, I said practicing lava dive, not wall jumping.
Well, he's this is to practice lava dive.
So, Schmo's having an issue with his D-pad. He's looking for another controller.
Alright, PvB taking care of Fantoon.
Notice how Schmo is testing out the D-pad. PBB is done. She's on her way to Torian.
Yep, so that is our fourth boss. And we don't need to go up and get gravity, we already have it.
This is the fastest category run in the multi-cat tournament.
Yep, the world record is a 32.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
By Behemoth. It was Ruya for a while, but I think Behemoth took it back. And Ruya did not take it back.
Yeah. Jestro, just leave me at my normal 85 or 90. My mic was further away than what I normally have it when I'm casting, so just leave me at whatever it was originally. I think it was either 85 or 90, please, and thank you. Quick send Papa a hitbox. Hitboxes are becoming all the rage, apparently.
I don't understand how people can do it. To be quite honest, I understand all of the technical advantages, but how do you play a 2D platformer without a directional pad? I do not. You people are freaks. I don't understand it. Quite frankly, I have nothing against it, but I don't understand the lifestyle.
I didn't realize they didn't have directional things. I thought it was just for the buttons. It's also a giant piece of wood that you have to have on your lap.
Well, it's like the D-pad buttons are individual buttons. That's the whole
Right.
advantage and why you'll never spin break.
All
If
right,
you're
so
on a
question
hitbox.
for exact. Do you, in fact, prefer the dance pad?
I mean, in what context? Who am
I mean,
who am I
Kshenria
referring
says
to?
exact prefers the dance pad.
I mean, I like dancing.
There you go.
Why wouldn't I like dancing? I mean, are there cute girls there? Because then yeah, of course I prefer dancing.
Mo's in trouble. Said the other controller has a decent D-pad, but the pause and select buttons don't work.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
it
glad.
sounds like you game too hard.
Are we doing some like live controller surgery right now? I'm glad someone appreciated
Clear!
that joke about the lifestyle. I really don't understand it though.
I don't get it. Either way.
Like, I need. How can you hit directional buttons with your fingers? I need to use my thumb. Like
There you go.
like this is a game you play with your thumbs. It's a game I play with my thumbs and don't understand how anyone else can.
It's time to see da baby.
And PvP is yet another boomer skipper.
And misses the baby skip.
That's fine. Baby skip sucks. All right. Here Pops goes. I feel like you do need a functional start button for this category is the only thing.
Hey, Schmo goes, well, you don't game hard enough, WX fan. This, you know, may not be wrong. And Schmo gets it! Yay!
Let's
Woohoo!
go! Pops. Very
Let's
clean
get some
too.
hype in the chat.
Only 50 energy lost. That's a very clean lava time.
Schmo just wants game 3. I don't know. Apparently my Elgato capture card says I game too hard. I was getting ready to start speed running Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, and I have this horrible ear-piercing, like just terrible noise coming from the 4K capture utility. I have troubleshooted this thing. I've replaced the splitter, I've replaced the cords, I've uninstalled and reinstalled the thing. I'm just not getting it to work. It apparently knew. Somehow the capture card's like, oh, this guy's gonna start speed running. Not yet, you're not. Not yet. Schmo, don't you dare. Don't do it, Schmo. You're looking at it.
Well, I think that he's he might be grabbing the controller as it
Hooray!
has the working start so that he can unequip Spazer and then switch back to the other controller.
Also, Exact, a shout out to you, MM2 Nest Cartridge, and Professor School for putting on an outstanding tournament.
And we are just doing our best to bring entertainment to fans of this terrible, terrible video game.
Alright, here we go. It's stand-up time.
Alright, so actually it's not PvP opting to skip
Yeah,
stand-up.
she's not going to.
Then that's fine. Like, it makes sense. It's not like she needs the time. She's probably not really on pace or anything. So might as well.
Oh, God, Schmo's at Mother Brain 3! Oh, I'm kidding.
Yeah, the Pops elected to just after the these lava dive deaths and controller issues has opted to skip to GT space time. I don't think you even fight Mother Brain in GT space time, do you? You just like set the escape flag and then leave.
Darkest wrong game.
All right, and there goes Mother Brain 3. Oh, huh, that was weird. Something made the stuck echo disappear. TV down Leodox, and now back up Leodox. Really slow death there from Ridley for Pop. Yeah, so it is looking like we're going to have a winner of game one here. Oh, we're gonna go save the animals. Okay. Fine, PBB. Pork chop sandwiches.
The animals are friends.
Get out of here. We're all dead.
No
Dead.
Edacoon. No fried Edacoons. No fried Baccaras. The
All
Polar
right.
Bear Bunny will defeat PapaSchmo in game number 1 to go up 1-0. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere and watch these two want to blow up series again.
Oh boy. Yep, we will let the credits roll. We're gonna take a break. Everybody go grab a snack, grab a drink. Whatever it's gonna take to enjoy our next game coming up shortly.
Have fun. We'll see you soon.